Welcome back to the channel. This is Five Finger Tree Punch, and this is the Haven Smp, Episode 2. Do some stuff in the shop, and I pay for my shop, and do some more construction on the mega structure, my mega base, and look around the shops, do a little messing around, and yeah, we'll get right into it after this brief message from your sponsors. Just kidding. Yeah, that's what the shop looks like. I wanted to do a tree or a log and sell logs to the other players on the server, see what they might need. I started out with spruce. It was the easiest for me to do to start out, so I'll just fill it up a little bit here. And I'm going to be selling them 2 stacks for 1 diamond. I thought that was fairly cheap, because you could get logs yourself. It would just be super tedious. And I'm going to go ahead and pay for it here. As per usual, it's a block of diamond for a 10 by 10 section, and that's what I kind of measured my shop out. And I'll just chuck this up on top here if I can get it. And yeah, there. All paid up for my little plot of land for my shop. We'll see how the sales go, and I will maybe expand on it, make it even larger, or make other tree structures and connect them. And then I get into checking to see if I made any sales, and yeah, made some sales. Already got about, what, 6 diamond there? Yeah? No, 5 diamond, I'm just counting. But, see if anybody wanted birch. Nobody's into birch right now, but, you know, they might later. And need to get some more birch in there. Somebody might do a large project and need a bunch, so yeah, we'll just keep it all stocked up. And we're already making sales, so that's good. And there's this little church temple here. It's a potato temple of sorts, or it says potato church. I saw this on Waichu, was checking it out, and I didn't even know it was here. So apparently you donate potatoes to this church, potato church. And gotta contact Mr. Shark if I want to upgrade here, but yeah, since I already have a potato farm going, I think it's gonna be pretty easy for me to get potatoes to keep up with donations. Looks like somebody's already donated here. I'm not gonna throw down a full stack, just do a little doodle here in the chest here, because I got plenty of potatoes, and I'll try to remember to come back on a regular basis to make my donations, maybe once a week. I don't know if I'm going to come back every day. You get kind of distracted. And then, yeah, working on the 3rd floor here. You can kind of see I got the farm underneath this. Check that out in a little bit. But you're pretty high up here. And I do this little thing here where I make little rows, and then I could kind of side scroll to lay the floor, because this is quite a massive area. And yeah, this is how I do it here. I almost got this technique perfected. It seems to work pretty quickly for me. But yeah, this took quite a bit of wood, but I've been axing up plenty of spruce trees. And yep, that missed a spot there. Messed up there. But this is how I end up laying this whole floor. Just going back and forth like this. It's not terribly interesting, but thought it was pretty efficient for me to lay it out like that. And I'm down here in the mine where I've been doing all my mining. So yeah, made quite a mess down here. All these little passageways. I didn't want to get too far away from my base, but yeah, quite the mess down here. And this is all my starter chests here with junk in them. But I kind of moved away from down here. I did most of the mining that I wanted to do so far. I got a makeshift bubble elevator, or soul sand elevator, if you will. Take me to the top. It's not too fancy, as you can see. Kind of just goes up into the 1st floor here. And this is where I'm working on, well, it's pretty much done. This is my mega potato farm. I'm going to start calling me Mr. Potato Head after this, because I have all the potatoes. I've seen bigger potato farms, but I just needed some way to get some XP other than mining, and this was a way for me to get a steady flow of XP by cooking up the potatoes. And I got me a setup here with 4 smokers, so I can send those through the smokers. Goes a little faster. And this is where I put all the excess cooked potatoes, or baked potatoes, okay. Yeah, the baked potatoes. Throw them up in there, they go through the hoppers, into here, into the composters, and out here. As you can see, I've done quite a bit. It was filling up with bone meal, so I had to start compressing those into bone blocks, because I was getting too much bone meal. I should probably open a shop for that, or at least put one chest near my shop. And this is kind of just for other random bits I get. It's working pretty well. I'm getting got my XP up. You can see my diamond pickaxe is pretty much top notch, except for the efficiency needs to be 5. That could be better. The diamond sword needs some work. Shovel, you know, just I need to get some sand for some glass for a project upstairs that we're gonna check out. So I made a shovel real quick and enchanted it. Efficiency 4 is decent. Could have used unbreaking. And this is my slightly better than punching axe that I use for chopping up all my trees for my shop that I got going in the shopping district. Pretty decent. As before, I could definitely use the efficiency 5, probably help out just a little bit. Has the unbreaking, and I bought some mending from Mr. Shark because he's got all the mending books. And we'll go upstairs to the next floor. Was doing a little farm here as well. I don't think this is the most efficient way to do trees, but this is how I have it set up. And I grow various trees. I'm working on stocking up the birch. Yeah, birch. Now I remember the name of birch. Stocking up birch for my shop. So I just chop them all down and then I pick up all the saplings and then just replant them and come back later. And I got this all set up in a vertical setup here so that when I'm messing around in my base, everything's going. These are growing. The potatoes growing. And then on the next floor, yeah, I did a thing. It's my first attempt at this, but it's only supposed to be one of these, but I decided one wasn't good enough and that I need to go double on this one. So yeah, this is what happened. Took quite a bit of resources here. As you can see, it requires a lot of pistons and observers. So it was 75 pistons and 75 observers to do one of these, and I did 2, so that's 150 of each. Luckily, I had most of the resources that I needed for this. Yeah, it's working pretty awesome. Just works on its own. See, the kelp grows and gets shot up. Well, it floats to the top, and then the water is set up in a way where it runs off the edges, and then to this little poop chute. Poop chute into the hopper and the smoker, and I dry it up for dried kelp, which I in turn turn into blocks, which I can use for fuel. And then I just chuck that into there. Yeah. And that fuels my potato cookers, my smokers for my potatoes. So I have a steady source of fuel. I don't have to run around in the nether or something to get lava buckets, because that'd be super tedious. This is way easier. And I already got quite a bit. Did a little bit of AFKing and let these chests fill up, and I'm pretty stocked there. But this took me almost an entire day to build this thing. It was quite ridiculous build, and filling in all the water with full water source blocks wasn't too terrible, but yeah, it required a lot of glass, a lot of observers, and a lot of pistons, and I kind of measured it out in the back just to make sure I had enough room in the back. I actually would have done 3 of these had I had the room on the base, but I did not. I couldn't work it out in a way where I could do an extra one on this side. So I decided, just call it with a 2. This isn't too terrible. And this is my little AFK spot here, yeah. Just give me a little nook going here, and I just AFK right here. Let those do their work. I'll probably get rid of that. I don't know. But, yeah. And so this was a really tall build. I was planning on just doing like 10 high levels, but this thing was so huge I had to go 20, 22 high-ish on this. And I'm not sure how I want to do the walls. Like I said in the last episode, it's supposed to be in the theme of an outpost that I have in my background there. So, still haven't decided on how to do the walls. I might just fill them in with a bunch of spruce logs, but yeah, that's my spruce farm there. Grow 2x2 trees there, chop them up. Yeah, got a quite bit of going, and I'll head over to the shot of the outside of this from the water. You can see how massive the mega base is getting, but we still have a long way to go because I got to fill in all the walls, and I'm definitely going to do another level. So this is just right about there. If I can zoom in, right, the middle section. That's where I'm at as far as the construction of this base. And then the top piece, I still got to work on going outward from the center structure and then popping out into a balcony-ish area. And then I have some possible ideas for making this even crazier. Yeah, I think I need to fill in most of that'll be the bottom floor, and then the top 20, 30-ish levels will be just filled in like that. I think that's what I'm going to go with. And that's not even counting decorating the outside, because I do want to do some decoration. But yeah, let's pop on over to the outside look. This is what it looks like from the outside. Made quite a bit of progress. It's looking pretty good. Still need to fill in those walls for sure, because I don't want it looking naked like that. The decoration is also needed. That's another major part. I'm going to have to get a lot of leaves. Maybe I'll get some vines and run them down the sides a little bit. Just give it a little character going there. And I still need to do that top section. So, still got a ways to go on this, but I'm liking the way it's looking. It's looking quite massive. I believe I went 32 by 32 on it. And it's a little bit larger than that because of the edges. Because I wanted to look a little rounded off. I didn't want to be complete square. And to kind of help with that, I'm going to do a little more with the walls. But yeah, everything's coming along pretty good. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. See ya!